Hey guys, it's Tina and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your eyes look huge. Now, I do have other videos on how to make your eyes look bigger and how to make them look more bright, open, and awake, and how to make the whites of your eyes look whiter. But this video is a little bit different because this video is more focusing on how to draw attention to your eyes by little simple tips and tricks by making them look like huge with lashes and stuff like that. Not naturally bigger, but a lot more. I mean, I do wear makeup. You can see obviously that you wear makeup, but little tips and tricks that make your eyes pop from the rest of the features of your face. So I've collected a few tips, a few little tricks from both of those videos on how to make the whites of your eyes look whiter and how to make your eyes look bigger. I'm going to link to those videos down below if you want to see those. And this video is going to be kind of collective and make your eyes look huge by simply drawing attention to them. So if you want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. So first I want to say the main ideas, the main steps that we're going for to make the eye look a lot more huge, which is first taking the shadow a lot further around the eye to extend the eyeshadows outwards and upwards and downwards, just to make the eye area look a lot bigger. So it's not just small, just the eye. When you're creating a shadow in the crease and underneath the eye, it just extends the eye area a lot more and makes it look a lot bigger. And then the attention goes all around this area and not just the eye itself. So if that makes sense. The second thing is highlighting points, which are the inner corner, the inside of the eye, the center of the lid, and the eyebrow. The highlight points make the eye look a lot brighter. If you apply it in the certain areas, in the right areas, it just makes it look brighter. Also, you can use eye drops before you start to make the whites of the eye look a lot whiter. And that way, when you create the highlight, and it draws attention to the eye as well. And the third and last thing is avoiding applying eyeliner or any dark colors closer to the lash line. That will actually make the eye look a lot smaller because it will take from the area of the eyelid itself, but rather using bigger wispy lashes as you see I'm wearing right here. And the wispy lashes just make the eye look a lot bigger. It just opens it up. Don't forget the bottom lash line, the mascara on the bottom lashes, because that makes it look a lot bigger as well. It just, again, opens up the eye and makes it look like a doll eye, a lot larger. So these are the key steps. Let's see how we apply them and implement them on this eye right here. So I'm going to start by priming my lid with the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. And I'm using my finger to apply that, and that is to prevent the eyeshadow from creasing, to make everything look smoother and blend a lot easier, and also make the eyeshadow last longer. Then I'm going to start by applying my transition shade. I'm going to use the Lorac Pro palette today for all of my colors. So I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. This is the Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm taking Taupe, which is this warm light brown eyeshadow. And I'm going to take that into the crease, but a little bit above the crease. So I'm taking my crease higher, and by doing this I'm creating a higher crease and again extending the eyeshadows outwards to make the eye area look a lot bigger, to make the illusion of a bigger eye. Actually, any step and any trick that I'm going to teach you in this video today is all about illusion, just drawing attention to the right areas of the eye to make the illusion of the eye looking larger by just simply drawing attention to it. So I'm taking it all the way around, upwards, taking it almost up to the eyebrow, on the inner corner as well, and on the outer corner, I'm really dragging the eyeshadow outwards. So this creates an effect of just an illusion that your eye area is going all the way to right here, as you can see. So it's not ending right here, but it ends a lot further away. I'm also going to take the same color on that same brush underneath the eye, and the reason I'm using a fluffy brush under the eye, not a precise one, is again to take the color further out without it looking too precise, just so it will look as a shadow, as a natural shadow, and that blends seamlessly underneath the eye and just fades away and looks a lot more natural as a shadow, but still frames around the eye and makes it look larger that way. because it really frames the eye. So I'm going kind of in a rounded motion around the eye like this. Taking a little bit more under here and blending it out. Now I'm going to move on to the center of the lid. I'm going to take light pink, which is this matte light pink color, and a flat brush. This is MAC 252, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. That will brighten up the lid area. Now, especially if you have a hooded eye, you can see mine is kind of hooded because you can see, barely can see this space that of the actual eyelid, and if I look down you can't see anything at all. So applying a light eyeshadow will really make it a little bit kind of pop, especially if you look a little bit down, you can actually see the eyelid area, and then you can see the contrast between the eyelid and the crease, and so that makes it look larger as well. And then the color gradually fades out from the transition shade. So after we have that, I'm going to take a smaller flat brush like this, and I'm going to take cream, which is this light color, beigey color right here. And I'm going to actually place that underneath the eye, very close to the lash line. That will create an illusion of a larger eye area and also brighten it up a little bit. And the reason I'm not using the pink color is because I don't want my eye to look like I have a pink eye, you know? So nothing pink right there, but just a little bit of a beigey tone. I'm not applying it all over the dark shade that I applied, the transition shade, because you can still see it underneath. I'm just applying that very close to the lash line. Then for highlighting points, I'm going to use the same brush, like a little flat brush, and Nude, which is this color right here. It has a little bit more of a pink to it, but it's a little bit more shimmery. Not shimmery, but a little bit more, it has a sheen to it. So I'm going to apply that first on the inner corner of the eye and a little bit underneath the tear duct. And I'm dragging it a little bit upwards to eliminate the shadow that I have right there, because I want this area to look brighter, more open and awake. So I'm dragging it all around. The second highlighting point is just the center of the lid right here. That will make it pop a lot more. So just a little bit, just tapping it. And the third one is under the eyebrow. You don't have to use a frosted shade underneath or a pearly shade. If you don't want to, you can use a matte shade. But I find a shiny color like this makes the eyebrow pop a lot more. So it still looks really high, although we did take the transition shade pretty high up. Still you have this little separation between the transition shade and the brow bone color. Now I'm going to deepen the crease a little bit more with this color right here, which is called Sable, which is just a chocolate brown color. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush, but one that is still pointed. This is the E45 by Sigma. And with this Sable color, I'm going to define the crease a little bit more all the way in from the outer corner. But again, I'm taking it a little bit above my natural crease. So you can see the crease right there, like a little fold. I'm taking it a little bit above because I want to make the crease look higher. That way it creates the, again, the illusion of a larger eye area. And then I'm blending it, taking a little bit under the eye as well, and blending it outwards. So like so. Now I'm just going to go for the oldie but goodie, a good trick, which is the basic, which is to use a light colored pencil in the inner rim of the eye, so the waterline, the bottom waterline, like this. This makes the white of the eye look a lot more extended and the eye look larger that way. And I'm going to totally skip liner because, as I said, especially if you have hooded eye, in that case, if I would have an eyeliner, you couldn't see the white space in between the crease and the lashes, and it would just look like this. So it creates an illusion of a smaller eye. This way you can actually see the crease, and that creates a bigger eye, like a larger area. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara first before I move on to the lashes. You want to make sure to curl your lashes because if your lash is going straight down, it also closes up the eye. You want to keep them away from the eyeball. to make it look more open as well. The mascara that I'm going to be using is my beloved Too Faced Better Than Sex. Probably guessed that already. And I'm going to apply that to my top and bottom lashes. Do not forget, do not skip your bottom lashes, because that makes the eyes look a lot more doll-like and open as well. So now after I have that, I'm going to apply some falsies. I'm using the Ardell Wispies. You want to choose lashes that are pretty long, so they will almost touch your eyebrow, but ones that are very wispy and fluffy. That makes the eye look bigger because you still want to see the colors. Because if you do apply lashes that are very dense, then it will just block the view of all the eyeshadows, and all the work that we did on the eyelid. It will just look dark and it will make the eye look a little smaller. So by applying fluffy lashes like this, you can still see the eyelid space and the crease area, the transition shade and everything, and it will just open them up a lot more. So the whole idea of making your eyes looking bigger is drawing attention to them. Because think of this, if you see something big, what it does, it draws attention to it, right? It just pops out. So if you want to make your eyes pop out from the rest of the face, we want to keep the rest of the face kind of muted and not so bold. So you wouldn't wear this with bright red lip. I mean, you totally could if you want to, but just if you want to the attention to go all strictly to the eyes, you want to keep everything nude. So first of all, I'm going to bronze up my face with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced, and I'm going to use my F25 brush by Sigma. And the reason I'm doing that, I want to really bronze up my face because the eyes pop out more and look a lot brighter and bigger on darker skin. Think of this as if you take an example of a blonde, really white-skinned, pale-skinned girl with blue eyes, and then if you take a more of a chocolate skin girl or a darker skinned toned girl with blue eyes, the darker skin toned girl with the blue eyes, the eyes will pop on her a lot more and the attention goes to the eyes a lot more than the pale toned girl, because she has, the dark skin girl has the contrast. So we want to create a contrast between your skin and the eyes, and to make the eyes look brighter and pop, you want your skin to look a lot more bronzed up. So I'm going to just bronze up my face a little bit with this brush, and I'm making it really diffuse, so I'm not contouring, I'm just warming up my skin, especially on the forehead and the temple, because that is the closest area to the eyes, and that will just make, again, a contrast and make the eyes pop a lot more. For me, I've also contoured my nose a lot more than I usually do because I want it to look a lot more slim and a lot smaller, again, to draw the attention to the eyes. If you are blessed with a little cute button nose, then you totally don't have to do that. Or if you like your nose, you know, the way it is, you totally should, then you don't have to do that. I just did this for myself to make it look a lot smaller. Now moving on to blush, I wanted to use something that is pretty neutral as well. I'm going to use the NARS Madly blush, which goes with absolutely everything. I'm using my Sigma F40 blush brush and applying that to my cheeks. Again, I wanted to use something that is not too colored, so I won't draw attention to my cheeks, or so it won't look too colorful. All of the attention should go to the eyes for this. So it still makes the cheeks look a lot more peachy, but it's not as colorful and as bold as other pink tone blush would look. Now I like to highlight a little bit. This doesn't have to do with the eyes, I just like to highlight. I'm using my favorite combo as for the past 2-3 weeks, which is the Galactic Pearl Base and the Galactic Face Glow in Natural. First I'm using the base, the Pearl Base, which looks like this, which is a light pink color. And I'm using it with my finger and just dabbing it where I would apply the highlight. You can already see what it does. You can totally wear it alone. It's really nice. I really like it. Doing the same on the other cheek. Totally could wear this alone. It has like a pinky light shine to it, which is really beautiful. Also taking a little bit on the bridge of my nose, tip of the nose, just a little bit, and on the cube as well. And now, on top of it, I'm going with the Galactic Face Glow in Natural, which looks like nothing in the pan, but trust me, it's something. I'm using my new brush. This is the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter F03, and I'm loving this for highlight. It picks up the color. It's not too big, but it's a little bit fluffy, so it just diffuses the highlight exactly where you want it to be, but it allows you to be more precise. Love it. I'm going to take a little bit and apply it right on top of this. Now this will set it. It will make it last all day long. This highlight goes nowhere. Trust me, I've had this wearing for I wore this from 7 a.m. before I went to work until 6 p.m. when I got back from work, and it still looked like this. So, and it also intensifies the highlight, diffuses a little bit of the pinkness of the pearl base, and makes it look like just like a natural glow from within without being too frosted or without emphasizing the pores. It's just perfect. I love this. So when I'm done with that, I'm moving on to the lips. Again, I want to keep the lips pretty neutral, so I'm using just a lip pencil. This is the NYX lip pencil in the color Mauve, lip liner in the color Mauve. Sometimes I also like to take the pearl base and just dab a little bit of it on the center of the lip. It's a little bit pinky and it highlights and it looks awesome. I really like this trick. So that is it. This is the way you make your eyes pop, and just, you know, drawing attention to your eyes, not necessarily making them look physically bigger, but it really draws attention to the eyes. The eyes look a lot bigger and a lot brighter just by drawing attention to them and using these little small tricks. I really hope you like it. Another thing that I wanted to update you guys is that from now on I'm going to try and upload 2 videos a week. So one in the weekend, as I do now on Saturdays, as I always did, and one in the middle of the week around Tuesday. I'm going to try this out for like some time just to see if it works for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it and if you would like me to post more often, because I think that twice a week would be a lot good. I think that once a week is not enough. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on all the social network sites. All the links are going to be down below, as well as a list of all the products I've used in this video and any coupon codes and discount codes that I have. Everything is on the description bar of this video, so make sure to check it out. Again, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to see you all next Tuesday. Bye. And how to make the white, although we did take the get out of frame, because I thought, I don't know, once a week seems to look pretty